Hi, my name is Heather Castillo. I have a 6-year-old boy and a 3.5-year-old little nugget as well. My husband and I finally decided to start, we were going to try and have kids, and we got pregnant, and I had a miscarriage. And that's like being hit with a sledgehammer, right? And everything that comes with that. After the miscarriage, within 30 to 60 days, I was pregnant again. I was told that that was okay. So then I had set up my, exam, to go in and everything at like the 8-week mark. And what I thought was 7 weeks, I started hemorrhaging. And I thought I was having another miscarriage. But I was on bed rest for having like a placental tear for up until I was in my 24th week of pregnancy. And then I was allowed to go back. It should be noted I'm a dance professor, but I was allowed to go back to moderate sort of activity up until I gave birth to my son. And he came a little bit early. He came at 37.5 weeks. I had a really long labor. I was determined to have natural childbirth. I'm a dancer, breastfeed, all those things. I had read every single book, and my water broke with him and labor didn't progress, and I was determined. And then at 36 hours, I was actually in pain so much in my back. I said, I was tired, I couldn't do this anymore. So I went on the Pitocin, I got an epidural, his heart rate dropped, I went in for an emergency C-section. And then he came out and he was 5 pounds, 12 ounces, and he was beautiful and he was fine and it was great. And then I take him home and I'm in bliss. I am having all these emotions. I'm loving being a mom, but I am so tired. But I'm also thinking, like, I deal with actors. I've put in 15-hour days. Like, I can do this. I am an educated woman. I am a professional. Like, I do crazy things in crazy hours. Like, I can do this. If anyone can do this, I can do this. But he would wake up and he would hungry and he didn't want to be put down. I would put him down and he would scream, and all of the advice I was getting from my mom and from everyone was like, just put him down. You are making it worse by not putting him down. It is all on you. And so you wonder if you're doing something wrong. And at the same time, everything in your gut is telling you you just need to hold your child and feed him and be there, but you need to sleep. And when are you going to get it? And so we ended up co-sleeping against all of the books and all of the recommendation, and we got a book on it. And I looked up like indigenous communities and how the rest of the world does it versus the Western world, because, that's how I would approach it as a researcher. And I set up my bed appropriately, and things got a little better. I was never depressed. I remember walking into my appointment with my OB, and the question to me was, so any depression? I was like, no, because like, I wasn't depressed. I wasn't sitting there crying all day long, but I wasn't myself. All of a sudden I woke up one day and I remember like literally waking up one day going, oh my God, wait a second, I'm back. I'm me. She didn't go away. Who I was came back. But in that first year, had someone said, these are normal things, or reached out, and no one around me saw it. No, not one person looked at me and said, are you okay? Or do you have depression? They just, and I think I could have really used some help. I didn't even know that I wasn't myself. You're just so putting one foot in front of the other, or dragging one foot in front, next to the other, slowly pacing to just make it through. And when you're someone who always believes that you have grit and you can get through things and you push through things and you've always been that person, then this is just one more thing to push through. This was not something that I should have tried to push through by myself. I mean, there was, you know, that's sad. And so if there had been a series of questions or a screening, then I think someone might have noticed that I needed more support or help. Nothing you were doing is wrong. You listen to your instincts about your child, trust those. Every single mom needs help. And the thing I never did was say help, because I didn't even know that that's what I needed. And so don't be afraid to say help. And it can probably be the bravest word you say. Knowing that more people go through a difficult experience makes it easier. But know that there are resources out there, and it's okay to need help to get through that in a variety of ways. And so I just think that we all have it in it. And if we all kind of agree that, yeah, this is something that happens and can happen and is totally normal, we just, you know, it's normal. Like, I don't feel like this abnormal, weird person who had this thing. I'm like, yeah, this is what happened to me. Kind of will happen to everyone in their own way, shape, and form. And then we're there for each other and we talk about it. And then we can point each other to different things that we did and we make a community around it. Then it's going to be a lot better for everyone coming down the pipeline.